If you don't know me, my name is Victoria Catton. My stomach's just rumbled, and this is my first ever vlog for YouTube. I'm going to tell you and share with you 10 facts about me so you can get to know me. And if you're new here, yeah, get to learn more about me. And do you know what? I'm going to share things that I don't share on my TikTok or my Instagram. So I think everyone's going to enjoy this, hopefully. And I've started a YouTube because I want to actually share things that I don't share on my Instagram and TikTok vlogs. I want to share more in-depth, more personal vlogs with you all outside of my world that I've created in my illustrated brain. Anyway, hello, welcome. My name is Victoria Catton. I am 28 years old and I live in Norfolk, which is in the UK. I'm English and Irish heritage, so yeah, that's cool. And but I actually only realised like not that long ago that I was part Irish, so I'm trying to actually reconnect with that part of my heritage, but it's proving kind of difficult even though it's in my DNA. Anyone got any tips? I'd love to get an Irish passport, because if you know, you know. Brexit. So I'm an illustrator, maker, designer, workshop person. I just have essentially made up my own job, and I make stickers, I make keychains, I make trinkets. I do it all. I've literally made my dream job, and I also host workshops which are at my gift store, Spring Store, which is in Norwich City Centre. I'm going to actually do a whole vlog about what it's like owning a shop, running workshops, all of the craziness that comes along with being a shop owner slash workshop host, because that deserves its own vlog. It is crazy. I have 4 chronic health conditions. I don't talk about this to anyone online. So this is, I'm just dropping tea about my life, about everyone else. This is going to be the platform for it. And I have had multiple surgeries, and also when I was a baby I had a hip surgery at 18 months old. So I actually had 3. So I can always tell when it's going to rain. It is like my party skill, whatever you call it. I can tell when it's going to rain. It's honestly such a skill, it's great. But then I do become quite achy. So yeah, from the age of like 4 or 5, I had sort of like the body of an old person, and I actually got told that by my dance teacher, who said I danced like a 90-year-old or something, which is actually so rude because I love dancing, and at this age of 28 I've actually started dancing again and singing and just being myself. I felt like I literally was so put off by her, and I felt so sad that she said that about me. I was like, oh, I can't do it anymore. But now I'm like, I'm gonna do what I want, which is great. There's so many people who are like me, who got sick, got an autoimmune condition or multiple ones in their late teens or early teens, and like there's loads of us out there who have to evolve and adapt living our lives in a certain way, and it isn't talked about enough, the things that you miss in, you know, your early teens, your late teens. Like for example, I didn't get to move away for uni, so I went to uni and to college all in Norwich, and yeah, I didn't get to move away, which I still feel kind of a lot of sadness towards. But now 10 years later, or however much later, I'm actually like sort of healed and settled with that, and think, no, it's fine, I've still got time, I'm 28, I can still do all those things. It doesn't matter that I didn't move away, I can still travel, I can still maybe move away. So yeah, I think it's just really important to talk about that, because I think a lot of people think with health, oh, it's only old people, but no, I've got enough health problems to last me a lifetime. But I don't let it stop me either. I'm just living my life, and I think, yeah, this might be a really nice way to show that actually I've created a job that works around me. It doesn't tick any boxes. And to be honest, when people ask me what I do, I just say I'm an artist. They don't need to know exactly what I do. I'm just me. I'm just me. The random facts are, I've never dyed my hair. This is my natural hair colour. I'm 5'3", so I can buy clothes in certain shops, kids sections, which is great. Honestly, game changer. Also, I'm gluten intolerant and lactose intolerant. I haven't eaten either of those foods for over 10 years. I'm not gonna lie though, I do sometimes cheat and eat a little bit of milk, but gluten is the devil. I cannot touch it, but a little bit of milk, sometimes maybe I do. I love exercising, especially swimming. I honestly, it's like how I switch off. I think, to be honest, I've got probably ADHD or undiagnosed, something like that. I am dyslexic and dyspraxic. I think there's probably some cross wires in my brain. I do find it very hard to switch off, but I also feel things very deeply, and if you're my friend and if I like you, I'm hardcore, I'm very into you. But if I'm not into you, I'm literally not into you. I could not care less. So say what you will about that. But yeah, that's my personality. I'm a Capricorn, if you're interested in horoscopes. I don't know what time I was born. I do also vlog on my TikTok and Instagram. I share videos on there, but they're a lot more like short form, more specific to a reason and maybe a product launch, maybe an event I'm going to or something like that. But I'm really looking forward to like doing these YouTubes where I can like YouTubes these vlogs. I'm really looking forward to doing this content because I can share more about my personal life, who I am, what I like, you know, that's me. Bye, see you in the next one.